Sorry, I ain't got no money, I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna, I ain't giving you $1 this time, I ain't gonna run away. You might knock me down, you might knock me down.
Hey guys, so today I'll be showing you how to make 3 types of neckties. These are really popular at the moment and they can elevate a simple outfit into a super cool one. I took some inspiration from my first one from this necktie that I got at Cook-Eye. Although I love it, it was $50 and I thought it was way too expensive and I could show you guys how to make one for much cheaper. The ones that I will be showing you today cost me under $10 and it will probably be even cheaper because I only used a portion of the products that I bought. Okay, so for this first DIY you will need black suede thonging. I used one that was 5mm in width and had 5 meters of it, which was enough for 2 neckties and 1 shorter necktie. Then you need some spacer beads. My first DIY used some silver circular spacer beads that were 10mm in diameter. Then you need some metal endings. I just found these in the leather jewellery section at my local craft store. The perfect endings wouldn't have these loops on them, however I had to make do because I couldn't find any other ones. Then you need some jewellery making pliers, a hot glue gun, some measuring tape, and scissors. You won't need to do this step, but I first measured out my Cook-Eye necktie and found out that it was 2 meters long. Then I measured out 2 meters of my leather thonging and I cut it. I left an extra few centimeters just in case I made a mistake. First, I threaded 3 beads onto the leather string. Then I folded the end of my leather string up a few centimeters like so and placed it into one of my metal endings. Then closed the metal ending. There's a few ways you can do it. The quickest way is by squeezing the 2 sides together and then flattening it out the other way like so. Then you want to bend over the circular loop with your smaller pliers. Then make sure that your string isn't twisted because you want the metal tips to be showing on the same side. You don't want the front and the back to be showing at the same time because then it'll just look a bit messy and unorganized. Then place 3 beads onto the other end and repeat the same process with the metal ending. The other way that you can close the metal ending is by slowly pulling down each side at a time before flattening it and then bending over the loop. Then, using the hot glue gun, glue down the first bead a couple of centimeters away from the tip, on the flap that you created with the leather string. The trick to gluing these down is to place a dot of glue onto the leather string, then moving the bead over the glue and pressing it down onto the glue. You don't want to drag it along the glue because it will just look a bit messy and ugly. Then repeat that step with the other 2 beads and place a little gap between them all like so.
What I do, I'm never feeling like a grown-up. People try to make me change and think there was a quota, like there ain't enough unemployed motherfuckers with diplomas. Everybody waiting around hoping that they blow up.
Then repeat that last step for the other side. Once it's dried up, clean up the glue by cutting off or peeling off the excess bits that are showing. So that's it. And how you wear this is just by wrapping it around your neck 3 times and then tying it. It's so simple to do. For the second DIY, I used some metal cube beads that were 6mm in diameter. So first I threaded on 3 beads onto the leather string. This piece of leather string was also 2 meters in length. Then make sure that your string isn't twisted before you start the next step, which is to thread the other end of the string back into the beads. This will be a bit hard because the beads are narrower, so you might have to work at it a bit, but what I found worked the best for me was stuffing half the string into the bead and then pulling the bead over the 2 layers of string. Do this until both ends are threaded into the 3 beads.
They're gonna get jobs, they're gonna pay bills, they're gonna get old and gray. I'll never do that, I wanna stay young.
Then put on the metal tips onto both ends.
So if that's okay, I don't think I'm ever gonna act my age. Oh, it's all good, it's alright, it's okay.
And that's it! So the way that you put on this necktie is by just putting it around your neck first, making sure that the beads are pulled to the bottom of the rope. Then you want to wrap it around 3 times, like how I'm doing so in the video. You might have to pull it back around to the front and untwist it if you're anything like me. Then you can just pull up the beads to where you like. There's a few ways you can wear this. I personally prefer the 3 beads up higher with the space between them, but you can also wear them spaced apart like this, or wear them with 3 beads placed together. With the remaining leather thonging, I made a really simple necktie. The leather was about 1 meter in length. You just need to wrap the string around your neck so that both ends are around at the front. Then thread 1 bead onto the end of the rope, and then you thread the other side into the same bead. It's just a really sweet and simple way of making a necktie, and something that you can just do on the spot. And yeah guys, that's it. Hope it was helpful and that you get to save a bit of money. If you do try this out, I'd love to see what you make, so tag us on Instagram at Line Bazaar. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time.
Hoping that they blow up, but I'ma make it sooner, Oklahoma. I learned